soldier during the Civil War was tough. How do you recognize a soldier? Well, from the cap, there's infantry, which I am, and there's cavalry and artillery. There's also some names here, that's my name. There's also, you could put your name on this label here. Also, there's a dog tag. What a soldier carries? He carries a gun and a backpack. What is inside that backpack, you ask? Well, a soldier carries a tent along with a sleeping bag, a pot, which he makes tea with, and makes some beans and carrot stew, stuff like that, and hardtack. This is a bayonet. You attach it to your gun for close range when you run out of ammo. Soldiers can die on the battlefield, but they could also die from diseases like pneumonia when you get cold. That's why you need a tent. When you run out of food, you have to hunt. You can hunt small animals, or you can hunt big ones.
What? No!
Now about the weapons. This is how you detach the bayonet. Now to put some gunpowder. You got this gunpowder. You rip it off and you pour some in. Stick. And you're ready. Arm loaded. We don't use bullets.
Time to wake up. Get up, soldier.
Come on. A typical day for a soldier.
Time for your exercise.
My exercise, I guess.
Pump it up, soldier. Now gun inspection. Okay, now time for military instructions. Turn to the right. March. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, run now, run now.
You can also find interesting information if you do a local research. For example, if you go to Des Plaines History Center, you might see a World War II theme set right now. If you ask about Civil War time, you might find local information that you can now get searched online. Drive down Algonquin, you will notice the United Methodist Campground, which I'm standing on. Nowadays, there are summer camps here, like these summer cabins. During the Civil War, there was a military training center for the Union Army named Camp Slammer. In the Urban Dictionary, a slammer is a jail. Slam! Tough life. Thousands of recruits were initiated into federal service and were drilled and taught military tactics before the regiments were sent to the South. Another bigger camp for POW this time, I mean prisoners of war. That camp was located on the south side of Chicago. Camp Douglas, that's the camp, is remembered for a soldier like 80 acres of. This camp became a place of brutal misery to many Confederate prisoners during the Civil War because of crowded and unhealthy conditions along with death and diseases. Did you know more men died in the Civil War than any other American conflict? And 2/3 of the dead perished from disease? So only 1/3 died in battles. If I was a soldier, I would be more worried for diseases than battles. Approximately 625,000 men died in the Civil War. And Camp Douglas was one deadly place. In 1864 alone, 1,156 inmates died at this camp. While many left the camp as dead, others managed to escape. In November 1863, 75 prisoners managed to tunnel their way beneath the walls. Camp Douglas was closed down in the summer of 1865. The remaining prisoners were asked to take a loyalty oath to the United States and then set free. The government sold the property and Camp Douglas ceased to exist. The remaining buildings were demolished a short time later. Today, the Lake and Meadows buildings are located on the site, and a short distance away is a monument to Stephen Douglas, the senator for Illinois who owned this land.